Hello everyone. All right, so today we are going back into our canvas here, gonna do some messages that way. It's been pretty interesting, and I'm also gonna be working with my cards today as well. So we're gonna start off here with some collective energy, so welcome in if you're hopping in. Also going to be doing some paid readings outside of our free readings, so if you want to go deeper, we can do that as well. All right. So Page of Cups, one of the things that comes up with this for general energy is, hi Angel, I'm going to write your name down here. Whenever we see this card as a collective energy, it talks about, well, we have friendship here. Typically, it's a young person, so someone who is having fun, someone who does think in healthy ways and positive ways. It's like their mind is kind of over things. They're not hanging on to grudges, that sort of thing. So it's a beautiful energy to have right now. Whenever we see cups again, this is just again positive emotions. We've got the dolphin here playing with, I'm going to say, the child, and the child's kind of giving and taking. So it's also important to acknowledge right now that it feels like your give and take is super, super important. So making sure that that energy is balanced. So really, really receiving at this time. Again, that's been a bit of a theme for people lately. Okay. So if you're a subscriber, you get a reading every time. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to pull you up a card, and we're also going to be doing a little bit of color energy here as well. So as we're allowing our subscribers to come in, you can also ask for a message if you're here for free, and it's $11 Canadian to just do a little bit of a deeper reading, okay? You can pay through my PayPal if that's something you're interested in doing. So my daily energy, there wasn't too much happening today actually, which is a good thing. Yesterday, the 24th, we had a lot of like working on judgment and like the need to go inward and that sort of thing. When I open up small business, will it be about candles? Well, let's see what comes through here for you, okay? Hello, Heather. Welcome in. If you'd like to get on the list, I'll add you. Angel, I put you on here, but I just want to make sure you're sending me a heart here if you do want a message. Hello, Tito. You are also a subscriber, so I'm going to write your name down. So if you have a question, just let me know. So guys, we prioritize subscribers always here, so just so you guys know if you get skipped in the lineup, but if you pay $11 Canadian underneath my PayPal, that'll pop up and you guys get priority when you're paying. Okay, your first time in as a subscriber, we spend a bit more time on your energy as well. So our theme card here was the Page of Cups, talking about the give and take. Any message for me, please? Okay. So the Mindful Minute, one of the things, so again, today's energy, the 25th, we kind of just got a little bit of green, a little bit of yellow in here. So joy seems to be really important right now for a lot of people. So we're gonna tune into this energy here for you, Heather. So right away, what comes through here is it feels like slow and steady wins the race. So I'm also getting for you to recognize how you impact other people at this time. A lot of times people don't realize that if they're positive, like, and they say nice things to other people, that could make their day. That could make their life if they're having a bad day, that sort of thing. But also, it kind of feels like if there's negative energy around you, I think sometimes there are people who don't realize that their negative energy really, really impacts you too. So that's part of being an empath. So just being mindful of that right now. Again, those little things that you're doing for other people. Okay. Let's see what your card says as well. And feel free to write a review, guys, either underneath my Facebook business page if you have time, if you have had a reading from me. I would really appreciate that. Same thing if you want to write a quick little testimonial, that's something I can share too. And you could also do that via video, and I could share that video out too. Really appreciate it. Keep the good vibes flowing. All right, very interesting. So I'm kind of seeing a whale's tail there. You're welcome. And so to me, I do see you wanting to go on more adventures, Heather, which is good. So I think you should allow yourself to, with your children, or do something like plan a little trip or do something fun. Again, we've been talking a little bit about that for you, so that feels like there's permission to plan that for yourself as well. Okay, so Angel, I don't think you're here. Tito, you would be next, and then Lulu. If you guys want to get on the list, you can subscribe by clicking the star in the corner. We are at the end of the summer. Okay, or December. Awesome. Perfect. And then you guys could also pay $11 if you want to go in and do a deeper reading. That's Canadian. Okay, and if you, once we finish our subscribers want a message quickly here, we'll give you a quick one too. So Heather, again, kind of collective energy / for you. The Emperor card says we've got some pretty strong leadership coming through here as well. Staying in that masculine energy, very active, very dynamic. It's more of the doer, right? The getter done. And if you guys listen to my today's energy reading, that's very much what it was about, related to time. And so Heather, I must have known you were coming in as well, because my blog through horsemanreadings.com, which you'll get underneath my link tree, I was just being told to go and just like read that blog that I have around time, and it talks about the importance of like writing our thoughts out, that sort of thing, and how to kind of master the energy of time. And today's daily reading was very much about like kind of not getting caught up in like little things and getting distracted, that sort of thing. So I feel like you can relate to that if you want to check out that blog and listen to that daily energy, okay? So coming up here with our general theme, we've got that leadership and we've got that beautiful friendship coming through. So our energy exchanges with other people, as we were just talking about how we influence other people and don't realize like we can make somebody's day, right? So $11 Canadian if you're not a subscriber, or if you want to go deeper and you are a subscriber, and that's through my PayPal. You'll see that underneath my link tree, and I really appreciate all the support, the likes and the taps, and just healing, the energy healing that I'm getting from you guys. So next person that we have here is Tito. Okay, Tito, are you there? Let me know. I'm gonna get like a lighter color here for you. Let me know, how are you guys feeling today? Is there anything you're grateful for? What are your plans this weekend? I said I want it to go a little lighter, and I went a little darker. Okay. So any question you have, Tito, let me know. So right away, I'm feeling a lot around my heart chakra. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It feels like there's just like a weight around abundance or something to do with like finances right now. I feel like part of you, like you're scared to invest. That's kind of what I'm feeling like, just a little bit. And so obviously we know if, good morning, obviously we know if you are, I don't know, getting fixated or getting caught up in the details with money, like your cash flow, obviously that can be, get you in a negative place sometimes, depending on how you're looking at things. Yeah, so I mean, I kind of feel like you know how to do healing on yourself. I really do feel that way. So, you know, that is definitely a recommendation to do that little bit of self-healing. I think you're also working on trust. And I think you've done a lot of forgiveness work as well. So it's just allowing yourself to just trust a bit more. I think that, you know, you've got this healer quality and healer side to you, and you kind of know what to do, but there are times, again, just it's like maybe you're worried about what other people think, or you know, when you go to spend money and you're sharing money with other people, like they might judge you for how you're choosing to invest maybe back into yourself. Whereas I say, you know, if you're ever able to focus in on you, absolutely do it, because if you neglect yourself along the way, that trust factor is just going to kind of get worse. You know what I'm saying? So you're slowly working on the details, but I do think you could clean up the energy just a tiny bit more. Again, if you want to pay $11, we can do some energy clearings for you if you'd like. I did but feel emotional lately, but don't know why. Okay. So yeah, we could definitely go deeper into that if you wanted to pay for that reading. And $11.11 for my beginner level in my membership group as well per month is pretty amazing. You can cancel at any time, but the weekly energies in there, the new moon readings and rituals and theta healing, along with theta healing downloads that I did like last week that I felt like everybody needed. So you can receive those. My Center Yourself program's full of theta healing as well to help beginners, and a bunch of workshops, dream workshop, meditation workshop, grounding workshop again, which would be really great. So you can't really go wrong in that area either for anyone that's interested in that. You're welcome. Okay, so it's funny, you took me all the way over to someone else's little reading from the other day. So I think there's some beautiful energy coming in here for you, Tito. The Tower card, it's time to start doing you, following your path, and that will lead you to success, okay? It's not about living somebody else's life, it's about you living your own life, right? So I'm just going to use sharing money with someone as an example of if it's like, oh, we share money, so I'm not going to, invest in myself because that's ours. But you still need to invest in yourself because you need to follow through with what Spirit's telling you to do. Otherwise, you can end up in a negative spiral kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So maybe there's someone else who also struggles with putting forward a bit, maybe fear of what other people think or that lack mindset. Addictions can play a role in here as well when we know we shouldn't do certain things, but we do it anyway, that sort of thing, right? So that's where a little bit of forgiveness work is still lingering in there. In my VIP membership, we have a lot of forgiveness healing in there. But you know what? When you're a beginner in my membership, we also have like some guided meditations on the 11th of every month. So you get all the past ones. There's quite a lot of forgiveness stuff there. It's pretty much all through because it feels like so many people are working on the heart. So guys, we've got addictions, not following through with our spiritual path. We've got this action-oriented energy, and then we've got these beautiful healing exchanges with other people that are raising our vibration as we're impacting other people's lives. Very cool. So thank you so much. So Luli, you are next, and anybody else who wants to come in as a subscriber, we can focus on you. You can also pay $11 Canadian to go deeper, to get some healing and clearing. Or you can get a reading in that way. It's horsemanreadings@gmail.com. You'll see that in my link tree. All right, so Luli, you're talking about love life here. So we've got the Hierophant. This is usually when we go to somebody else for, I'm hearing like moral support, like someone who can nurture us, someone who can comfort us. And essentially I see that as like you, I'm glad, Luli. I see that as like you getting support in here, like you said, starting your day off right, working on like the Louise Hay affirmations and things like that, like turning your light on and like your senses on instead of feeling like you're starting your day off with a dim light, right? So when we get up and we do our breathing exercises, that sort of thing. So I love this for you because I see appreciation. I see a lot of appreciation, and so that gratitude is going to heal you every single day. So keep doing that gratitude energy, okay? I don't know why, I'm really getting into like my writing and more art because that's what I'm feeling called into. As you can see, I'm kind of like, I can draw when I'm looking at a picture, but if I don't have a picture to look off of, I draw more like a child. But what's nice is this is just drawing energy. So Spirit's just gonna take us to something silly here for you, okay? And so this person has love in their eyes. Ooh. And he has like his antennas. We were just talking about our senses, our sensitivities. So he's very alert. Sometimes a little oversensitive, but very alert. And so my thing with this full moon for you right now, and I'm doing full moon readings as well, those get written over to your email. So you can purchase a reading that way. You can also purchase a 3-question reading for $10 Canadian. That also will get sent over to your email. And then I'm still doing 15-minute Zoom readings and healings until the 30th. So again, feel free to take advantage of the fact that those sales are going on. It's just inexpensive ways to get additional support outside of everything else. But yeah, the full moon energy can make us, as we know, a little oversensitive. So if this is just like, if your energy is starting to feel like, I don't know, emotional or something like that, you are working on love right now. So it's kind of like when you feel like, oh no, this is triggering things from my past relationship, or oh shit, I hope this doesn't end up the same way as my past did, that sort of thing. Those are just like negative thought patterns because you're feeling overly emotional. So, what can you do to release these emotions? Yeah, and that's why I'm doing the full moon readings because I've had a lot of success with people wanting more support, like individually that way as well. Also, our full moon ritual with the Theta Healing Downloads is up underneath the VIP membership plus the reading. So I did those in 2 separate videos. So again, those are underneath Healing Tools. And anybody that wants to hop into that membership group, you'll definitely get your money's worth. And it's nice because you can pull out at any time, so there's zero commitment. So again, there is a love in your eyes. You are feeling very sensitive. So just making sure you're not getting into that old cycle and habit of, thinking back, So release this with the full moon and notice that that's something within yourself that you're shifting and growing from. And it's just a little habit as we're talking about that, like, that impulsive side or, the tendency to focus more on others instead of ourselves, right? So you have the angel of blessings. This is you getting more support, asking for more support, and things like that, which is really great for you. Okay, so I love that for you. So any other subscribers here, again, they're $11 if you don't want to subscribe or if you want to go deeper and get some healings and clearings. Otherwise, if you are here and you want a quick message, we can give you one for free. You're welcome. Just please keep tapping the screen, and that's really helpful for me. Yeah, so would anybody like a message that's here? I saw somebody. You're welcome. Hi, Amanda. Welcome in. So readings today are 11 Canadian, or you can get a quick free message or subscribe. So whichever you choose. Okay. So Chris Hera. Okay, so I'm going to go into... I don't know if you guys like these little like drawings or not, but it's going to be really cool when it all comes together because I'm kind of doing it in like little sections. So Chris Hera, this one's for you. So I'm hearing start small. Thank you very much, Amanda. I really appreciate it. Start small and then allow things to grow. I think that you are working on happiness and joy as we have here with that Page of Cups card. But you've got to start with the baby steps. You know how we were just talking about like appreciating the little things, right? Sometimes when we are a big dreamer or a big thinker, thank you very much, guys, for all the support. A big dreamer, it can be hard for us to think small sometimes. So, but you're encouraged to really baby step it. Think really simple right now, and I think that that's going to get you way further. All right. So I like that. That's kind of like your brain feeling more of like a minimalist, And right before I came on here, I was feeling like for myself, I said I want to go on like a 20-day like a declutter, like detox cleanse, and more in terms of like organization for my work, for my home, that sort of thing. So not so much about the body, but for like my environments, for my computer, all of that stuff. So must have been tuning into you. Renua. Okay, we're going to focus on you. And again, $11 if you want to go deeper. If you're a subscriber, you're welcome. We just go really like quickly into messages here because you guys get a reading and healing every single time. But again, deeper readings, you gotta pay because it's a holiday and I like to make some money. Not sure what I'm saying. Or don't put any music if I'm going to. All right, Crystal, I just received that. Thank you very much. So we're going to focus on you, okay? Crystal, are you there? Let me know. Just send me a little heart here. I am. Oh, right. Tito, you are Crystal. Oh my. Yeah, so I don't have music in the background because I'm going to put the replay of this up underneath my YouTube. For some reason, yesterday, the replay didn't show up. So I said I was going to put that there, and the one in the morning did, but it just didn't show up on my phone. So strange things are happening. So, Tito. Thank you so much. So you've got something flying here in the air. So I see this. Let me know what you see, Tito, or anybody else that wants to share. What do you see? To me, this is kind of like a hummingbird, or a dragonfly. And so to me, this represents signs and symbols. Okay? This is someone who is seeing the signs. They're getting the messages. You're very, very intuitive. A wasp, I like that. So a wasp to me also can signify like this need to get outside of ourselves just a tiny bit more. Again, when you put forward, it comes back to you tenfold. So I see you really connecting to that universal like life force energy, like working more with white light, feeling more safe, feeling more protective. And I see you like, I don't know, I just see you helping other women with their self-esteem. Let me know if this relates to you. Okay. And now I see this as like, let me know what you guys see. I kind of see a tree house. I see like childlike energy here. I see you earthing. Kind of like almost like a little teepee thing going on there. So the other thing that comes through here for you, Tito, and I feel like we need to do some supportive healing downloads for you as well. One of the things that comes through here for you is it really feels like this heart of yours wants to have more fun, wants to be more childlike. And so sometimes you're just holding yourself back from doing the things that are going to make you feel good because I think you know how to do this. You're just forgetting to do this because you're in adult life. You know what I mean? So this is coming through for a lot of other people. So would you like to know? So this is called theta healing. Thank you so much for the rose. Would you, and anybody that wants these downloads can say yes to them as well. Okay. If you want to know more about theta healing, check out my blog, horsemanreadings.com. It does, but I am reserved about it. Okay. So would you like to know, first of all, is it okay if I ground you? No, so just say yes. And again, anybody else that wants that. And it's so funny, there's someone here from Jamaica, and I was feeling like all this Jamaican energy over here in the painting, and I've brought that up. So again, very, very cool. So would you like to know that it's safe to put the power of positivity, like the law of attraction, back into your life so you can start observing your energy on a frequent basis and redirect the energy so it suits you and your needs and your wants on a daily basis? If so, just say yes. Okay. So have you had times in the past where you've gone numb, like emotionless, or have you been around someone that you feel like is emotionless? Which one is it? Because I'm using the word emotionless because that's what I was hearing. But to me, it also represents someone who's been numbing. And you know how we had the tower card over here? That's more of that vibe. Hi, Maria. We're going to put your name down on the list if you would like a message here, or you can pay $11 to go deeper. Yes, after my sister passed, right? Okay, that makes sense. I feel like this has come up before. First of all, I'm so sorry to hear about that again. So would you like to know that it's safe, nothing bad will happen to you, to start opening your heart back up to the world, that it's safe, nothing bad will happen to you? And would you like to know that you can commit to your healing journey and your healing practices on a regular basis? And if you want it on a daily basis, you can start adding that in as well. It's safe, nothing bad will happen to you. Okay, and just by saying yes, anybody that wants those downloads can have it. Okay, but we are working on Tito because she just paid. And then Hej, I'm going to write your name down after Maria as well. Okay, so, okay, so I'm hearing like you're opening up your mindset just a little bit more. How's nutrition going for you, Tito? Like, are you inviting pleasure in with food? Oh, my foot's asleep. Sorry, guys, I'm shaky because I'm tapping my foot here. So the mindset's not fully open, so I won't let you go until I feel good about that. But I'm curious to know about nutrition, if there's lots of pleasure. Okay, eating a lot of junk food. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like it's interesting you have trust, right? And this is someone who is willing to do the work to get ahead, which is great. But I kind of feel like you're a bit sensitive to food right now, especially in this full moon energy. So I would say really training your mind to let go of these like cravings that you're feeling for comfort and training your mind to start getting on board with energy, right? Like that food is energy. So like if I eat less, maybe I will have more energy. If I eat more, I'll have more energy. All right, I have to jump up and down, guys, because my foot is literally asleep. So yeah, Tito, definitely getting outside of your comfort zone a little bit would be helpful. So do you want to clear, cut, cancel, and delete any eating habits that you have that aren't serving you as a result of what you might feel or think is keeping you safe or keeping you alive or keeping you happy or keeping you satisfied? Do you want to let that go on all levels? So anyone along your ancestral lineage that used food as a tool to keep them comfortable versus healed? And would you like to know what it looks like and feels like to have food as a source of nutrition? And would you like to know Creator or the universe's definition of what it is to truly be nourished in your body, mind, and soul on a daily or regular basis, preferably daily, whichever you choose? And again, just saying yes to that. Good. And I'm also feeling like exercise plays a role here too. So what's your exercise like? Are you same concept? Like, do you exercise for pleasure? Do you see exercise as work? Do you have fun when you exercise? Do you do things with friends? Do you dance? So this is related to Virgo, someone who really likes children, the outdoors, kind of being alone and isolating a little bit. But they're very hard workers. It's low, but at work I walk a lot. Okay. Okay, now I kind of see this as a strawberry. So that's a positive thing. So would you like to know that it's safe for you to start also tapping into physical movement in ways that are going to support you moving forward without feeling like there needs to be pressure, there needs to be work attached to that? So just say yes. Good, and now I'm hearing panic mode, panic mode. So, do you sometimes feel like you're not in rest and digest? And do you know what I mean by that? When our body's in a state of healing? Like, do you get into panic mode? This could be past related as well. Because here you have this beautiful connection to community and joy. And then there's another part of you that's kind of self sabotaging a little bit, right? Because you don't feel, whatever, energetic or connected sometimes. Yeah, it runs in the family. Okay. So do you want to clear, cut, cancel, and delete any frozen stuck energy, unwanted energy that's not helping you heal, essentially? And would you like to know what it looks like and feels like to tap into what's right for you when you're feeling those intuitive, I'm hearing like voices coming in? Like, would you like to know that it's safe for you to listen to those intuitive voices and take action steps on them without feeling like you need to overanalyze all of this stuff? And would you like to know what it looks like and feels like to truly be in rest and digest so that when you do move forward, you can actually get the benefits from it? And so just say yes. But I'm hearing love and support. And love will keep us alive. I feel like writing that down. Love and support, and love will keep us alive. There's a song, I don't know who sings it. Love will keep us alive. It's beautiful. I feel like you should listen to that. So, love will keep us alive. And then I kind of feel like saying, love, love will keep us together. Mozzarella and cheddar. So again, it kind of feels like this childlike energy, right? So one side you're like super peaceful, easygoing, another side you just want to jump up and down and have fun. So you've got two sides to you right now, and so I would just say feed that inner child just a little bit more. You've got this heart still standing out there. So it kind of feels like I'm hearing this ship has sailed. Okay, so guys, readings are $11, or if you're a subscriber, we're going to work on you here. So you can pay through PayPal as well. But I'm hearing, yes, this ship has sailed in the sense of like, you know, this is the old you. So just leaving that past behind. So when the full moon comes up, again, I'm doing full moon readings, guys. If you're a VIP member of my membership group, there's all kinds of support in there. Also underneath my YouTube channel, you'll see playlists, rituals, and I think it's called just rituals. You can do your own full moon release as well, but I do think release whatever you feel like is still coming up for you. Okay, write that stuff down and then go burn it and say thank you, because there's something that you're letting go of that's just been kind of eating away at you, and I think you know what it is. And when we're in this public setting, we don't have to talk about it, but I think there's something that's really been eating at you, literally, and that's where some of the nutrition is coming up for you. Okay, so with your permission, we're going to integrate all of that. So all the things you said yes to, we're going to allow that to start flowing through now. Good. And I'm hearing you're the captain of your own ship, right? You're the captain of your own destiny as well. So don't forget that you get to decide. And that's one of the important downloads that you received, is like that you get to choose when and what you want to do, right? Makes sense with the Tower card. I keep going back to that. And then the Perseverance card of trusting that that's safe for you to do. And I actually find that like those downloads will be very beneficial for you long term, okay? So pay attention as things are shifting. Don't forget that you said yes to those. And thank you so much for your purchase. And then, Maria, are you in here still? Thank you for all the likes and taps, guys. You're welcome. And again, if you're not underneath my YouTube channel, maybe check that out. I am. Okay, so Maria, this is going to be for you. If you have a question, just ask. As you're seeing, we're kind of creating some collective energy with our energy painting here. Again, you can pay $11 Canadian underneath my PayPal. Once that pops up, you'll get priority. And same thing if you want to go deeper, get some healings and clearings with any of your readings, you absolutely can. Just general. Okay, so DJ Wax, I'm going to put you on the list. We've been doing some energy just by using some color. These are just more markers versus paints, but I'm going to slap some paint on this later too. So Maria, it feels like you might have some fears around moving forward right now. I think you want to make some really big changes, but because there's such big changes, you're kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I want to do all this work. And so with this full moon, trust that when you go to work on relationships, because I do sense that that's what you're going to do, just allow yourself to trust, you know, who comes up in your energy, whether it's, you know, someone new you're looking to bring in or you're hesitant to bring in. I'm getting that these are just old trapped emotions that are stuck in there that are just weighing you down, okay? Because like it's kind of what we're just saying with Lily's energy. Like these things are there to they show up in your life so you can let them go. So just maybe first of all, I'm hearing like don't hesitate to contact me, because I think a 15-minute reading and healing would be good for you over Zoom. That's a little sale I'm doing. But also, it feels like learning to just express yourself just a bit more, not judge yourself for that. Like if you have things to talk about or things to say, don't be afraid to say it, because I think that you might care a little bit what people think right now just because of where the energy is in Gemini. But this is a learning curve. Geminis really like to stay busy. They need to stay busy. And this is the Beaver Moon, which is all about productivity, getting ready for the winter. Okay, so you've got this beautiful energy here. And then over here, it's like there's just some fear. So are you gonna override that fear? And the answer is yes, you are, because you have to. And so just remembering all the tools that you already have in your toolbox, because sometimes we think we haven't learned all of our lessons yet, and I feel like you have learned a lot of lessons. So maybe be proud of yourself. So yes, you're a Gemini. So Geminis they're tricksters, right? If they're not stimulated, they need to be, so they'll like make lots of jokes and they'll pull pranks on people and stuff like that. That's why they are the twins, because they've got one side over here, so that's continue to use your intuition, and then the other side over here where it's like, oh, there's a lot of past stuff coming up, I don't like it, it's not comfortable, and so it's just overriding that right now. Okay, So you're welcome. So collective energy here, we've got the Two of Swords. We're ignoring some things. And so if we just keep ignoring, keep procrastinating, things aren't going to get completed for Christmas. They're not going to get completed for our healing. They're not going to get, there's not going to be any Christmas presents underneath the tree unless we go shopping. And so maybe this is about talking to somebody and having an important conversation and then just be like, oh, we'll do it later. No, it's like this is something where it's just like, this is going to start haunting you. It's going to affect your sleep. So make sure that you move forward with that. And again, we were kind of seeing that coming through with a lot of people, right? How we're appreciating stuff, taking action on things, okay? So very, very cool. You've got some very creative energy, Maria, so keep using that side too. And trust that it's safe for you to be who you are. Break the other people, honestly. So I guess a lot of love energy is in here for people, right? I'm hearing sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. So very childlike energy. Don't let your inner child get in the way, you know? When that inner child is speaking to us, we've got to feed that child that's saying, I want this and I want that. And instead of trying to be such an adult and be so responsible, maybe it's like, oh, maybe I'll just have fun. Maybe I'll have fun while I'm doing the work. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to get on the subscriber list, you click the star in the corner. Okay, guys, you get a reading and healing every single time. We're just doing quick mini readings. If you want to go deeper, they're 11 Canadian, or instead of subscribing, you can get a reading and healing just by using my PayPal in my link tree. Okay, and thank you for all the likes and taps, guys. Really appreciate it. All right, I'm glad you found that helpful. So we've got Hej. And then DJ Wags. So Hej, are you here? I'm glad you found that helpful, Maria. You could really benefit from that 15-minute healing session. I also have a package where you buy 4 sessions, you get 5, which is great. Okay, Hej, so I'm hearing peacekeeper, that you're a bit of a peacekeeper. And again, this is just energy right now, okay? So I'm kind of getting, don't be afraid to walk away from anybody that's not serving you right now, okay? Full moons are really a time, we're 2 days away from the full moon. It's a time where we need to shine, we matter, you know? So if you have these old relationships that you just feel like same old, nothing's ever changing, feels like you're growing and changing. So it's like they need to get with the times, they need to change with you. So I get that it's not that it's anybody's fault, but it feels like there are a couple people you could let go of in your life and not feel badly about that, okay? And again, if you want to go deeper, feel free. You could pay that $11 Canadian underneath my PayPal. You could do some healings and clearings. But I see you just learning to filter. Okay, this is positive energy, right? And instead of feeling like you need to deal with the negative, maybe just don't deal with the negative. Be like, you know what, I'm not dealing with that today. So working on your own healing journey and following your own advice feels important to do, because sometimes we'll say one thing but we're not actually doing that ourselves. And so I have to catch myself too. If I'm giving you that advice, there are some people I feel in my life that I don't want to walk away from, but I feel like, okay, the universe is telling me it's okay, because then there's going to be new people coming in, which I'm already seeing in here, right? And sometimes it could be the other way. There's old people from your past coming back up into your life, and as time evolves, it's okay to forgive that way too. But for you, it's just like allowing yourself to not be aligned with certain people as you change. So if you're asking a question and you want a reading or healing, you get a free mini reading and healing every time I come on here live as a subscriber. Your first time, we go deeper. And if you don't want to subscribe, you can pay $11 Canadian. Otherwise, we're doing quick little messages after we finish our subscribers. So thank you so much. So DJ Wigs. So again, general collective energy. Hej is teaching us the importance of keeping that energy positive. When we're around negative people, then we'll be influenced by those people, and we need to keep our energy up. So it's okay to clear out the old, right? Especially with that full moon energy. So let's see what comes through here for you. I'm feeling like more soft and gentle. Oh, I'm seeing mountains for you. Interesting. The little peaks and little valleys. So DJ Wigs, one of the things that comes up for you is I see you kind of on the road or in nature or just appreciating life a bit more. I don't know. I feel like you went through a kind of a heavy stage recently. And it just feels like you're finally feeling a bit more freer or lighter. And I honestly think you're just clearing up old energy and you're just like, yeah, okay, I feel less stuck. I feel like there is freedom for me. And a lot of that is your mindset. Okay. So I see you going through these waves of emotions, but you're improving and things are moving up for you. So it's kind of like, this isn't so bad after all. And I just think you had a lot of emotions that were very trapped. I did go through a rough time and I'm feeling better. Good. I'm glad. I see this as kind of like a cave. Look at this. I just see you worrying less, and I do think, yes, there's going to be still more like shadow work to do because you're obviously going through a lot and you're releasing and you're changing and you're growing. But again, I just see you kind of on the road looking at these mountain peaks or and just being like, wow, like life is so precious and we're just we're a little speck of dust in the whole grand scheme of things. So I'm seeing you connecting to others a bit more, which is great. Okay, so let's pull out your collective energy. So we're really telling a story here, aren't we? You've got the devil, angel of freedom. So that's what we were seeing is you opening up to letting go of control. And this is part of your shadow work. You're like, no, this isn't in my hands. This is like, let Jesus take the wheel. Let life unfold more naturally. I'm sick of this bull, you know? So I think that's really great. So anybody else who's feeling blocked with their inner child, with their energy, again, sometimes it's us doing that to ourselves. So this is kind of like that self-sabotage, these old habits that we're breaking free of, okay? So if you are feeling a little like stuck in trauma, you can pay $11 Canadian. We can do some energy clearings for you. And again, I have some sales going on right now that could be beneficial for you. All right. So any other subscribers, anybody that wants to pay for a reading, otherwise maybe we'll pull a couple people out here. Hello, Marie. Welcome in. Thank you for all the taps on the screen. So if you would like a quick little message, let me know. I'm glad. I'm glad this is all telling a little story. Okay. And thank you for all the support here, guys. I offer these little opportunities because I think it's so important that we have quick access when we need access because it's nice to get up-to-date energy, I feel. And a lot of these things are stuff that I would want other people to do. So that's why I do it because this is what I like. This is what I like because I'm always working on myself too. All right, Marie, Marie, Marie. I feel like singing like that for you and talking in an accent. So you've got this like old soul. One of the things that's coming up for you is there's some past stuff that keeps coming up and you don't realize like that it's past. You think it's present, but it's past. And I don't know if anybody else relates to this, but do you feel like sometimes you're relating everything to the now? And you're like, oh, this, this energy's I'm tired right now, and oh, my energy's feeling sluggish. And again, we're like, oh, it's because of the full moon. And it's like, no, this is just like old, sluggish, digestive issues that are coming up from when you were 6, and that's what you're releasing. Okay, so it's really important to be able to tune into, is this past, is this present, or this is future? And this is one of the things I was teaching another healer who I was doing some trades with. I was like, okay, just can you identify with like, where is this coming from, right? Because we can have a premonition, and then we can have old stuff coming up. And the goal here is obviously to be present, but the only way we're going to be present is if we can really tap into future and kind of tap into what we're letting go of from the past all at the same time. And so that's why it feels impossible for a lot of people to maintain that balance. But you have to learn different tools to manage that. And so we can't expect to just sit in quiet contemplation and have all these things going on and not have any tools to handle that, right? Because when we go into guided meditations, we're getting information to help us move forward, but we're also getting things that are coming up from the past, right? This makes sense to me, thinking it's the now, but it's coming from the past. Yeah, so if you need more support with that, again, you can pay $11 Canadian. You can come in as a subscriber, or you can check out some of my things underneath my link tree. I'm doing 15-minute readings and healing. So we go into your Akashic Records, past, present, and future, and just kind of explore that energy, and I think you'd find that quite helpful. I also sell healing products as well, so I have done a couple videos underneath my TikTok here, but if you want me to make you a video based on some of the products I have, and you want something, that's also an option for you guys as well. All right, guys, I think that's all she wrote today. I don't see anybody purchasing, so we're gonna head out, and I'm gonna be in and out this weekend. All right, so make sure you're following, and I really appreciate everybody being here. Again, my link tree will guide you to wherever you need to go next. Take care, and bye for now.